Hey Moonlovers. I just recorded my podcast and run out of time on it to read this out. And on listening to some of the master astrologers out there that I listen to, more than one of them have mentioned the Hopi prophecy, the poem. And going back a few years now, pre-2020, when Tom and I used to hold gong baths with some friends of ours. So there were 4 of us, did a big gong bath event at a place called The Transition. And also around that time as well, prior to that, I had been facilitating the screening of a documentary film called Down to Earth about the Earth Keepers, which you can go and look that up if you want. I highly recommend that you watch that. I've watched it more than 20 times. And the message in there from Nawatan, the medicine man, the elder, and from the Hopi is this. And we used to read this out frequently at the end of our gong baths, to sow the seed of intention into people's minds for what was to come. And it's here now. And I still read this out sometimes at our current gong baths, but I thought I would read it to you. You may have heard it before, but we can't hear this enough times. And if you haven't, see if you can understand the message in here in relation to the title of my podcast this week, which is Don't Give Your Power Away. This is the hour. You have been telling the people that this is the 11th hour. Now you must go back and tell the people that this is the hour. And there are things to be considered. Where are you living? What are you doing? What are your relationships? Are you in right relation? Where is your water? Know your garden. It is time to speak your truth. Create your community. Be good to each other. And do not look outside yourself for the leader. This could be a good time. There is a river flowing now very fast. It is so great and swift that there are those who will be afraid. They will try to hold on to the shore. They will feel they are being torn apart, and they will suffer greatly. Know the river has its destination. The elders say we must let go of the shore, push off into the middle of the river, keep our eyes open and our heads above water, and see who is there with you and celebrate. At this time in history, we are to take nothing personally, least of all ourselves. For the moment that we do, our spiritual growth and journey comes to a halt. The time of the lone wolf is over. Gather yourselves. Banish the word struggle from your attitude and your vocabulary. All that we do now must be done in a sacred manner and in celebration. We are the ones we've been waiting for. And that was a message from Chief Dan Ivama, spiritual leader, snake priest. Also, I read out the meaning on my podcast, but this is the card. that came from the podcast. The she-wolf. I'll leave you with that.